Mask of the Black Rose Renata Glasc is almost there. Like, it's so close to being something genuinely great, it's almost painful to look at. The first problem is her prosthetic. Renata Glasc has a prosthetic chemtech arm. It's kind of an important part of her storytelling as well as her kit and animations, and in this skin, it doesn't look like a prosthetic. Instead, it looks like a ripoff of Swain's demon arm or some kind of fancy glove with some metal bits glued onto it, and that genuinely kind of sucks a bit. Renata's arm is a great opportunity to do a lot of unique, interesting expression for her character, and it would have been really cool if she'd had like a custom mechanical arm made for the party that really expressed something. Like, maybe it could be aggressively Sawnite in aesthetic to signal that her loyalty is first and foremost to herself and her city. Maybe it could be a kind of brutalist Noxian black metal construction, or hell, styled and designed after a thorny vine with a bunch of rose petal imagery to reflect the black rose. Instead, it's just this vague red shape with some brass and metal bits stuck onto it, forming no particular shape language and expressing no particular aesthetic. The second problem with this skin is the decanter. Now, this thing is Renata's power source. It's where her ult comes from. In canon, it's her greatest creation and it's something that she's really proud of, and in this skin, it's barely reskinned at all. If the idea is that she wouldn't change her decanter for the party because she's so proud of it, then okay, that's a good idea that expresses her character. But if that's the idea, then that's what they should have done. The decanter has been changed. Multiple bits and details and colors have been altered, but it's so little and so insignificant that it just comes off as really lazy. It comes off as doing the absolute bare minimum so you can pretend like the skin changes the decanter more than it really does. There doesn't seem to be an idea behind any of these changes, just a minimal viable alteration to make a saleable product. The third problem is the pants. Renata's outfit from the waist up is basically perfect for her. It looks so good. Red rose petals opening up around her collarbone and bust perfectly offset against that white half mask and her raven black hair. That's beautiful. I really, really like it. But then you get to the waist and it just kind of stops being interesting. Her base outfit uses the black vest to create a strong visual contrast with sleek, minimalist white trousers, which supports the high-powered CEO base fantasy that she's playing with, but that doesn't really work here. This is a fancy dress party, and only the top half of her is actually properly, fancily dressed. The vast majority of the space in this part of the design is just taken up by this flat, undifferentiated black color surface, which clashes horribly with all the hyper-elaborate detailing everywhere else in her outfit. And I know I've spent this entire video talking about problems and critiquing it, but I can't express to you enough how much this is because I can see the shining, astonishing, perfect version of this skin so clearly in my mind, and it would take so little to get there. It's so close. This is almost great, which makes it hurt so much more to see it fall flat.